Hi folks, this video is to those who still have their jobs, to those who have a comfortable lifestyle, to those who are rich. Um, you may not ever believe anything that people are telling you. You may not believe that we are facing an imminent economic collapse. You may not believe that the dollar will ever collapse. You may not believe conspiracy theories. You may not believe facts and evidence. You may not believe that there really is a banking conspiracy that is, well, it is destroying the world's economy. You may not believe that there are people who are wanting and implementing a new world order. You may not believe any of it. But whether you believe it or not doesn't make it go away. It doesn't make it not true. Not believing facts, very dangerous. And I suppose I'm putting up this video because I still care about my sister. My sister has a lot of money. And my sister has enough money to have armed guards walking around her and armed guards protecting her home. And my sister has the kind of money that she might even have a bunker if she believes any of this. She herself actually, decades ago, claimed to be a defective yuppie. So I don't know if she has any of this stuff. I don't know if she's preparing. I don't know what she knows. All I know is that whatever you believe about this country, your belief is actually founded on your not taking a look outside your comfort zone. Your belief is founded on your illusions or delusions about your life and this country. And your belief is probably founded on mainstream media, where you get your information. But your belief is wrong. Things are going to be happening in this country shortly, I'm afraid, that probably won't even wake you up. If it's going to be a natural disaster, an environmental disaster, you will probably think that it's brought about by Mother Nature or God. But it's not, because man-made weather manipulation, weather modification is real. All you have to do is put into Google weather modification and you'll see all of the companies that are modifying the weather. The Chicago Mercantile Exchange, I think, or Stock Exchange or whatever, yep, they're betting on weather. They bet on weather. Google it, find out. All you have to do is consider for a moment that what other experts are saying might be true, even though what they're saying is the antithesis of what you're hearing. They're not crazy. All you have to do is have an open mind for a second and consider the possibility that they may actually be right. They might be right. Just consider for a second that it could very well be true that this consensus about weather that you're hearing, the consensus on climate change, you know, what you're hearing in mainstream media, the thousands the scientists, international scientists, all over the world claim that man is causing global warming. That consensus is made up of about 60 scientists. Consider for a moment that it might be true that in this country alone, over 50,000 scientists have signed petitions that man is not causing global warming. That CO2 could be increased, significantly increased, and it could have a beneficial effect and not harm us. Consider for even a moment that it could be true that what you're hearing on mainstream media is an abject lie. And they are part of this conspiracy, because conspiracies do happen. Conspiracies do happen. So just consider for a moment that what you're hearing from the conspiracy theorists are actually conspiracy facts. Just open your mind and consider it for a moment. That what you're hearing from mainstream media are just a lot of people who are reading off the official line. We are the Soviet Union. Mainstream media is reporting propaganda. Consider for a moment that last year, I think it was last year, could have been 2 years ago, that even mainstream media reported that propaganda in this country is now legal. So consider for a moment that if they're making it legal to use propaganda against the American people, they might have a reason for using that propaganda. And if they've made it legal, how do you know that what you're hearing is actually the truth? Or could it be propaganda? Consider that all of the expert economists that are saying imminent collapse, we're facing imminent collapse, Consider for a moment that that could be true. It's not going to make you feel comfortable, but it may open your mind up enough for you to take a look at what is really happening in this country. Because if you don't, and we face that collapse, there's going to be a whole lot of people that are going to hit basic survival functioning rapidly. And if you still have all the have-nots, you're going to have to protect yourself from. You will have to protect yourself, believe it or not. Because when people get hungry, when a father or mother has to feed their child, they will do anything. Do not think for one moment that when we do face that extraordinary happening, and economic collapse is an absolute fact, because they are destroying the dollar. They are destroying the economy to bring in their new world order. They are stealing trillions of dollars from us. Consider for a moment that what I'm saying might be true. Because I am not only saying it. Millions around the world are saying it. Economists who are reputable, renowned in their field, are saying it. When that happens, those who still have are going to be threatened by those who don't. And Marie happens to be my sister. I've never wanted anything to hurt you. I've never wanted anything bad for you. I've just wanted to be your sister. And maybe it's that younger sister thing. Or maybe it's just a sister thing. I don't know. But I still care about you. I don't know you. I don't know. I know you have a lot of money. I know you've had the kind of money to buy politicians. I know I've seen pictures of you with Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, your local politicians. We may have taken divergent paths in our lives as adults. We may have been very different even as kids. But you're my sister, and I don't want anything to happen to you. Consider for a moment what I'm saying is true. You will be a target. I'm not saying this to frighten anybody, but you will be a target. From the little bit I know from our own mother, from what I've heard, you will be a target. People will be coming to get what they need from the people that have. But unfortunately, because of how we have treated one another in this country, they will also be coming to get revenge. People are angry, and the world has been unfair. But a lot of people have been unfair, and a lot of people have had the kind of arrogance that have made people very, very angry. I hope you're prepared. I hope all of you who are still in your comfort zone, I hope you consider what I'm saying for a moment and change your ways. Try to change your behaviors. Try to look at your arrogance. Try to look at what you're doing to other people by calling them conspiracy theorists and how many people you slight in the course of a day, because all of it matters. And when the shit hits the fan, the kind of anger that you have been calling people crazy for having and trying to squelch, and you won't communicate like adults, and you try to control people's emotions, all of it has been stuffed down, and that makes people more angry. How do I know this? You've done it to me. And it's important for people to release their emotions. Ranting and raving and getting their anger out is really important. Because when they don't, it all bottles up inside and then they explode. But we're about to see an explosion like we've never seen before. I hope you consider what I'm saying for your own safety. Thank you for listening.